about you later, but I want to do it right. So why don't you tell me your pronouns?
Unlike you blue-haired liberals, I don't have pronouns.
What? Everybody has pronouns.
I don't. You will refer to me only by my name, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Well, at least he gets the concept.
Pronoun police! You said he, which is not Shadow the Hedgehog's preferred pronoun.
Shit, my bad.
Shit, my bad.
Anyway,
Anyway.
welcome back to the Vampy Wampy Campy
Podcast.
Shut up.
Where we vamp.
And you camp.
You're not going to say the... Oh, sorry. Now pitch your tent and get ready to listen.
Today we're going over Season 1, Episode 8,
Robarazzi. Okay, initial thoughts. Oh, wait, we gotta introduce ourselves. I always get excited. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm Shay, Mars, or geriatric derogatory.
Derogatory? You're self-diagnosed.
Both. And you're watching Disney Channel.
Yes, third time's a charm for that joke.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I'm Sav Quartz, men like derogatory or menace to society affectionate on Discord.
Awesome.
I'm also on Tumblr. You don't need to know that. And
You lurk.
I gotta burp. Wait.
that was a good one.
Thank you.
That's the first time we recorded.
Yeah. I'm Steff, also known as Parasomething Gaming on Tumblr. Make sure to go follow me. I don't really post a lot. That's it. So, any initial thoughts on this episode before we get into it?
The amount of drug addiction references.
Yeah, there's a lot of drug references in this one. We have
Andre's addicted to ketchup?
yeah, of course they give the one black main character
Yeah.
the things oh, he's addicted to drugs, the rumor.
Yeah.
And he's clearly not, ugh.
Yeah.
When Kat is the addict.
Yeah, Kat is the real addict here with her cocaine, Sky Score addiction.
Yeah. Her
Yeah.
multiple packages.
Yeah, and credit card fraud.
Yeah. You know, one thing I can say is I love that I mentioned this while we were watching the episode.
Before you
Yeah.
continue, can I just say that I love that she has the packages sent to the school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's definitely trying to keep us on the DL. They were so perfectly able to parody TMZ, the show that they had. Oh, and also and also Rex doesn't believe in global warming.
I told you global warming was bogus. Stop watching Fox News. No, it's fair and balanced.
Soundboard!
Woo!
We have a soundboard now, actually.
Yes, we took a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Which was great because we were able to, refresh,
Regroup.
regenerate, re-energize, not regenerize.
Regenerate.
We were able to regenerate, and I spent too much time working on a soundboard. But, we're ready to talk about the show now.
Yeah.
Yeah. After 2 weeks.
I know. Any other, I guess, the TMZ parody is really funny to me because I remember waking up at, 2 a.m. in a cold sweat and seeing, random clips from TMZ, showing up in,
About,
the middle of the night.
Kanye West and Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, random stuff like that, and you're just this is weird. Even as a kid, you're this is not correct.
Drama, Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, it's always just really exploitative and mean.
Yeah.
And so I do appreciate the commentary they're trying to send to young kids with this episode.
Yeah.
Trying to make them woke.
I remember watching this episode as a kid and not thinking it as weird as it actually is.
It's a really weird episode. It's very much dependent on the TMZ joke and the TMZ parody. But if you didn't understand that as a kid, you're just oh, that's funny. He's being really mean. It's kind of goofy.
Robarazzi, starring Robbie Shapiro.
There's just a lot of interesting story beats in this episode.
Yeah,
The A plot is not introduced until later on. The B plot is what's introduced first, which is of course Kat's addiction to Sky Store.
I like how that's how they started out the episode.
With the Sky Store.
Snow, where she said it's toxic, so you can't eat it. My favorite bit was immediately after that, Robbie came up and Jade was like, "You can eat it." Yeah, because you hadn't heard that part.
Can you get the Robarazzi again? Just because I feel we're gonna be using it a lot. I mean, so Robbie originally.
Hold on. Okay.
Robbie originally gets the idea from Rex, and I like the idea of like
well,
this.
actually, he gets it from Tori.
Technically, Tori.
And then Rex flips it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the idea. I've always subscribed to the theory that Rex is just like a split personality of Robbie.
Yeah.
He's not like an actual sentient being. I personally like that more than just like he's actually his own separate person.
Yeah.
I like the idea that like all of like the misogynistic.
Those are his intrusive thoughts.
Yes, exactly.
Rex is Robbie's intrusive thoughts.
Like Rex is like it's like the two sides of him. Like Rex
Yeah.
believes in like Fox News, and
He's the
Robbie.
He's the negative.
Yes, and Robbie is the like
Positive.
he's like the good version. He's
Yeah.
like the evil version of him.
He's the Trump version.
So I think it was like in that scene where like Rex tells him like, hey, do the video of Tori popping her pimple, which
He's like, no.
weirdly goes viral. Like it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the weird thing, that it goes viral, because that's something like most, if not all, teenagers.
Like go
Deal
through
with.
and probably wouldn't think it's cool that like he's making fun of it. I don't know. It's just very odd that like it goes as viral as it does in the school. Like
I mean, I guess this was like 2013.
Yeah. So I could see like we're like in our bully era. Of,
Yeah.
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 In our Mean Girls era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like something for some reason that is more like that would go viral is unfortunately the catch-up thing,
Oh yeah.
because it's just so weird and random that fun fact about my high school is like, now that I graduate, I think it's the current senior class, they have an Instagram account dedicated to the elbows.
What?
It's just like pictures of people's
I've
elbows.
seen those at my high school.
Yeah, and there's another one of like people's shoes.
What?
I've seen one, except it's like people sleeping in class
Yeah.
or fights that people have gotten on video.
Oh, I've seen the fights.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen the fight account.
I love the fight account.
Yeah.
Am I part of the problem? I frequent the fight accounts on a daily basis, even if I'm no longer in high school.
Yeah.
That's wrong. I shouldn't admit to that.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
know,
little bit
I feel-
embarrassing.
I feel weird, like, that I think I follow, like, my school's, like, main account
Yeah.
still, and it feels weird, but I feel like a stalker just, like, at the
Yeah,
window.
we're just like really intrusive, like still following the T on your old high schools. It's like
Robarazzi, starring Robbie Shapiro.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I mean, no, I'm not like saying that this is okay to still stalk your old high school, but like we are recently graduated.
yeah, you want to keep up on the T.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for me,
like, I still know the senior and junior class.
yeah, like
So-
if you know people who are still in high school, like that are almost graduating too, then it's fine to like keep
Yeah,
up.
you need to keep up on the T.
Robarazzi, starring Robbie Shapiro.
Yeah,
Like,
like
you
I'm
guys
so-
keep that up there.
Yeah, I'm so glad we have this. But
Anyway.
I just think, like, first of all, there's a lot of hidden stuff, which, as we know, in this show, there's a
Yeah.
lot of weird shit that was just
Yeah.
easily, like, tossed to the side.
As a
Yeah.
kid, I didn't notice it, but now I'm just like,
Like, I didn't
Why?
even realize, like, the bit where it was, like, Beck and Jade in, like, his car.
yeah.
I didn't even get that until, like, this year.
yeah.
Like,
I
I legit
haven't-
never got it over all the years.
I haven't seen this episode since I was probably like 10.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we still have the standard relationships that we have where it's like I'm a very, very big fan
Yeah.
and Sav is like kind of relatively into it, but like not
Yeah.
really, and then like
I
Shy
viewed
knows
it-
like absolutely
I
nothing.
viewed it as a kid and then just left my brain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it's like you're slowly being reintroduced and like it's like a first time watch.
Let me tell you, as
know.
a kid, all that lived in my brain rent free were dolls. Dolls.
Dolls.
And that's it, baby.
And-
So like
and,
just to
like,
refresh you on our like dynamics, and that's just how it is. That's our relationship with this show.
yeah.
What's his face? Robbie was originally like showing Rex the video he did with Sinjin about the teeth.
Yeah.
And then like that whole scene, that the screen was clear.
Yeah, they have like a bunch
Yeah.
of weird tech in this like universe.
I was watching the episode with them and I was thinking, I wish I had that.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, I was
I
like,
wish-
I want
yeah.
that.
I wanted the pear-shaped stuff a lot as a kid.
I always thought the pear-shaped stuff was weird because it's like the aspect ratio is all messed up.
Yeah.
I didn't, of course, I didn't think that as a kid, but like I used to
Now-
always think that like it was like how would that fit in your pocket? Like
Yeah.
are the pocket like is it small enough? But then like the top part would be way too small. I don't know.
I think like the general like whoop shape of it would
pretty
make
cool.
it like fit in like
Yeah.
some pockets better.
Yeah, sure.
I think
Anyways,
weren't Apple iPhones coming out at the time?
yeah, so
and-
it was a parody off
Yeah.
of Apple.
So those like shaped, but like the special shaped phones don't even exist in this season. That doesn't come
Yeah.
up until I think season, is it 2 or 3? Probably season 3. Because like they hadn't gone that far yet, you know,
Yeah.
like trust me, when we get to the next seasons, oh my gosh,
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
way better. But
Yeah.
like, you know, it's cool that we're talking about the first season still. You know?
Yeah.
I won't spoil anything, you know.
As
I
if
know
we
I said
have-
that every episode,
as
but
if we have-
it's like we haven't seen every episode already. I know, but like
Okay.
you guys know how I
Anyways.
feel.
Oh my gosh, no, never mind. No, that's for bad joke section.
Oh
So
yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna-
Well, we can get into bad joke section.
Oh, I was gonna. Okay.
That joke never gets a laugh.
Because what is the jokes Beck was making about them like breaking
Oh
up?
yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
like, me and Beck are not Splitsville, and he's
She's
like,
like,
well,
And she's like, "Is there something you want to talk about?"
like that's not funny,
That's-
bro.
No.
Like you
Yeah.
know your girlfriend's insecure about your relationship, and you're constantly not
yeah.
ignoring the girls that are hitting on you constantly. You're like
Yeah.
only when it's like someone asks you if you have a girlfriend will you say like yes I do. So of
Yeah.
course she's gonna be insecure. And then you make a joke about it, like that's just
Yeah.
not
About
cool.
breaking up.
Like it's very clear that Beck does not want to be in this relationship from
Yeah.
the start. It feels like he
Yeah.
literally makes out with Tori in the pilot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And again, we know that the pilot is very different than the rest of the show. You know,
but
still establishing things,
Still.
but that is messed up.
Yeah. Mad Mans is fully like emotionally cheating on Jade, which
Yeah.
she does not deserve. She's the best character.
Yes, we love
Yeah.
Jade. We are Jade stans in this household.
I am also
We love her
person-
snark.
Yeah.
We love her.
Yeah.
I'm also personally a Cat Valentine
Yeah.
stan.
Yes, we love Cat Valentine here.
She's so her outfits in this episode. I'm gonna
Dude.
save that for fit review.
Yeah, we'll get to fit review in a little
but-
bit.
Bad jokes.
I love Cat
Yeah.
in this episode.
I feel like a lot of the
Well,
like
not
the
just-
tech items that she has are really bad jokes. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
world's large, like what is it called? Like the world's like thinnest tennis
Yeah.
racket.
Yeah.
And then the ball cleaner.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was
the
that
fake
one.
Snow.
I don't like how you just call it a ball cleaner.
No, I realized that after I said it.
The ball cleaner.
Ha!
Ugh.
I mean, if that was Mr. Schneider's
No!
intent.
We don't talk about the creator of this show.
Okay, it was a You know, it's
It was
redacted.
it was Hatsune Miku.
No, don't do this to Hatsune Miku.
She's
Oh,
not that weird.
No, she's
I literally even said while we were watching the episode, I was like, I remember this as being one of the episodes with the least amount of weird stuff.
then the
And
pit
then
scene.
Tori's armpit scene.
That's a bad joke.
That is awful. That is so
Yeah.
weird.
I, as a teenager, would not let my mom come up to me and slather something on my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, not cool. And then like a bunch of high res photos of her armpits are taken. It's just weird.
Yeah.
What were they doing in the writers' room for that?
Robarazzi, starring Robbie Shapiro.
That's who was behind this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you wanted to talk out the conclusion, which is a little bit contrived, I think.
Yeah.
It's a little bit weird. Like I was like, what's the best way to stop somebody from spreading embarrassing like information about
Do
you?
it to them.
Blackmail. So they literally
Yeah.
just blackmail him.
Yeah. They steal his clothes from the locker room.
You know, this scene reminded me of some information that
You know,
That you've acquired?
that I've acquired.
if
Yeah.
I were Robbie, I simply would not leave the
yeah.
locker room.
I'd be like, well.
I'd be furiously texting the friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Why would he run out in a towel? That's my thing. Like, why?
I don't know.
They
Okay.
have towels in locker rooms.
Literally, like, what? Having towels in locker rooms is so weird. Like,
I mean, by the time we were in high school, they had fully gotten rid of the whole shower thing. And,
Yeah.
And we were in high school very soon after this show was
Yeah.
had the characters in high school.
I
So
time is fake.
yeah.
Yeah.
Time is.
We didn't even have a locker room. We had a room that had a sink and a couple lockers in it, and they just
Tasty.
yeah.
Well, that's because you went to a small school.
Yeah, you went to a fake school that doesn't
Yeah.
actually exist.
Yeah, true.
You went to a nerd school.
Oh my gosh, are we the bullies? We're the people
You guys
watching the
both.
slap. We're the people watching
You're the
Robarazzi.
No.
No, I can't believe.
Whenever we gang up on each other, we're the Robarazzi.
I just gotta play the sound clip.
Robarazzi, starring Robbie Shapiro.
Speaking of that, like, I like how every time his intro comes up for Robarazzi, it has like different clips.
Yeah.
I think one time he was just like doing one of these.
Yeah, they filmed like multiple things in front of the green screen with him.
Yeah.
I mean, I would do that.
Yeah.
If I have a green screen, I have too much power.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so one thing I really wanted to say as like an information thing, like a piece of information that I learned from like an interview that I think Matt Bennett did with Anthony Padilla, of all people.
Anthony Padilla?
Yeah, there was like this interview on YouTube that I saw, and he was talking about like how he got cast in the show.
Oh.
And apparently he was in two things. He auditioned and got in two things, and he had to choose between one. There was this. It was like this R-rated movie.
Yeah.
That was like kind of like a super bad ripoff that was produced by Will Ferrell or something. I forgot the name of it, but it was like this. I think it was X-rated actually. Like I don't think it was like it wasn't. It didn't go anywhere. I didn't even know about it until he talked about it in this interview.
Yeah.
But like that was supposed to like launch his career as like a Michael Cera type, I think.
Oh.
And it was like a found footage like sex comedy because like raunch coms were like a thing back then, you know. You guys know the era.
I remember.
But it was either between that or him being on Victorious. Like they told him like you can either be on Victorious or do this show because like or do this movie because like the movie is rated R and the show's for kids, and so
yeah, you can't really do that. You can't cross your image. Like,
and luckily he chose Victorious, which caused him to have an actual career because because the movie went nowhere. And so he probably would have just flushed his career down the toilet if he had chosen that.
I mean, at least that's what Wikipedia says.
So that's all the information I know on that.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the movie. Maybe I'll insert it in post. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But it looked pretty bad from the clips that I saw. I looked up a trailer for it, and it looked awful. Like, genuinely, like, one of the worst movies ever. Wow. We should watch it.
Yeah, we should watch it.
Oh, that would be so fun. It looked really bad. Like, really bad.
Yeah.
But I just got reminded of that because there was a naked scene with him in the trailer. And like,
how old is this man?
He was like 16.
No.
Not like fully naked, I bet. It was like the same as how it is in this episode. Oh. But like I got flashbacks to that. So I thought I'd mention that because it was like, you know, some cool information about one of the actors.
He was 16 and wanted to go into an X-rated film sweaty.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell, what are you doing?
The industry's weird.
Yeah. I mean, we've been new, but
yeah.
Grandma, call the police!
Literally.
I can't find the phone.
I can't find the phone.
That's what the industry's like.
Yeah.
That's just like Eddie of Redacted's actresses and him.
No! No. Wait, I lost the clip.
That's so bad.
Oh, I didn't
cut that out.
Don't talk about my grandma's pom-poms like that.
Okay. Anyways, anything else you guys want to say before we get into fit review? Oh, are we still technically in bad joke section?
Yeah.
Okay. That little rant wasn't really a bad joke.
The whole
we've lost track. We've gotten a little bit off track here.
Yeah, just
but it's
a little
okay.
bit though.
It's okay. We're still doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still on like the right show and everything.
So let's get into fit review. Fit review. The first thing I want to talk about, because it's the ugliest one, was the final look we see Tori in.
Yeah.
It was a blue graphic tee, like dark denim blue jeans, like skinny jeans, and then like these ugly, like
cream boots.
They looked like cowboy boots,
but they were like
Uggs.
Furry. Yeah, they were like fluffy. And
it was so bad. They weren't even matching.
Like, we had a visceral reaction.
I can barely tell what I'm looking at.
That was our reaction.
Literally.
To the...
Yeah. We're all like, ugh.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just really gross.
Yeah. I love all of Kat's outfits.
I've always said that I love the way that they dressed Kat in the first season, just because like they didn't really know that she was gonna be like a complete imbecile later on. Like they hadn't fully set in her characterization yet. Which is the case with a lot of the first season has a lot of hiccups, has a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah.
But like they still were experimenting with her character. So like she has some interesting outfits in season 1 because they haven't like fully established who she is yet, really.
Yeah, she just has very fun outfits.
Yeah, because like in season 2, when they like fully establish her like ditzy persona and less of like her bipolar as they described it, which is controversial in itself. But like before they had established like that she was supposed to be like ditzy and stuff. When they established that, she wore a lot of like frilly stuff, like a lot of like very like childish and like really ultra feminine stuff. But before that, she has a lot of like she's wearing a lot of very trendy stuff that I would call like the stuff that didn't transition into like the new fashion of today.
Yeah.
Like a lot of skinny jeans and heels.
Yeah, the skinny jeans and heels.
I literally, I never see skinny jeans and like high heels anymore, and I feel like that's such a look.
We need to bring that back.
I want someone, people are doing like the whole like Elena core, like Twilight core thing on Tumblr, on TikTok. I want to see that, but like with Victorious outfits, but not the ugly Tory clothing.
Yeah, no, the cat outfits.
Yeah, where she's wearing like a pink shirt and then she has like these pink like heels.
Well, Jade's outfits are kind of like more on the basic, but like
I like that like they have a distinct look for her, and that she's like she's an edgy goth girl.
Yeah, she's like a baby bat.
Yeah, and in season 1 she's wearing clip-in and like hair. She doesn't have like actual hair streaks yet. By season 2 she does. But in season 1 she still has the clip-in hair extensions. So like the colors match with her outfits, which is pretty cool, like, So that's really fun.
That is so hot.
Yes.
How you feel about Jade?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
like Jade's all but black looks. There's an episode.
I know, like, I think she starts changing like the color of her hair a little bit.
Yeah.
Like in the later seasons, but I noticed in this episode she has like the blonde streaks over her. I mean, like.
Yeah.
The rest of her hair is brown, and then those little blonde pieces, and I'm like,
they're like they're like a little bit pink. They're like a little bit rose pink. Yeah. And they look really nice.
E-girl Jade West.
Yes. Because by like season, and she wears a lot of like raccoon eye shadow, and I really like that.
Jade, my wife.
Same.
It isn't until like season 2 that she like dyes her hair black, and she actually gets like green streaks. I think.
Yeah.
I think they're blue at first, and then they turn green.
I like how she's like coated like black, green, tealish.
Yeah, that's like her color, and like Kat's is very much like pink.
Pink.
Well, I guess red, like technically, because her hair's red.
Pink, sparkly red.
Yeah, and like I would say that like Tori
is like
she's like a purple. She's purple, right?
Basic.
She doesn't really.
Yeah.
You know what? She doesn't have a consistent color with the show because she isn't a consistent character.
Yeah.
There we go.
Everyone's good at singing.
Oh my gosh, I think we all sing. You know what? I want to talk about Andre's vest.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've seen a vest actually work.
Yeah, I was gonna say he looks good in that vest.
Maybe that's just because we're simping over Andre.
No,
I know I am.
I mean, Andre is very pretty.
I like him a lot.
Andre and Beck are very.
Yeah, I wanted to also Beck. First of all, both of them are wearing
chunky shoes.
Chunky shoes. I was gonna say first. I don't know why we chanted chunky shoes. First of all, foist of all. I wanted to mention that they both had like belt chains.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting.
I noticed that.
Which is like very hot topic. Which leads us
belt chain.
Which leads us into the chunky boots.
Yes.
He has Beck had like these really like chunky, thick, like emo kid hot topic boots.
Yeah.
And I really liked them.
Yeah. Like Beck's style is kind of like a mix of like hipster and emo.
It's very like kind of grungy in that
way.
way.
Like Tumblr.
Because he wears a lot of like tank tops and flannels, you know, and then like just like black jeans.
Yeah.
And then he has like these thick boots.
Yeah, and if his hair was long enough, it would be in a man bun.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. But like. And his hair is like just floofy enough that it doesn't fall into like emo swoop.
Yeah, it's curtain bangs.
Yeah, he has curtain bangs.
Yeah.
I would love to get the clip from the Locked Up episode where he's like, well, it all starts with a quality shampoo and conditioner.
Yes. Yeah. We love a man who knows
how to groom himself.
Yeah, we love a man who doesn't use 2-in-1 shampoo.
Yeah. I like, there's a lot of like ways, I feel like when I was younger, I was always like, Beck and Jay don't make sense as a couple. It's do. Like, but like the way that they're dressed, I feel like actually really does.
Yeah.
Like, he's a lot more like edgy. I guess than like the rest, especially compared to Andre.
He's way edgier than I remembered him to be.
Yeah, same here. And he has like also this is another like little like behind the scenes info. Apparently, I don't know if you guys heard, like there was an interview he did once where like the actor who plays Beck said that he was dealing with alcoholism like all throughout the filming of this show. So he was like hungover during all like basically the entire show's like shooting, so he doesn't remember anything from recording the show. So if maybe the reason why he doesn't talk a lot in a lot of episodes, and maybe because like they reduced his role a little bit because like his performance was a little bit not great because of that. So once I heard that, I was like, it's kind of noticeable. His acting, like he's definitely has like that kind of energy to him.
We were talking about it at the beginning of the episode, but we noticed that him and Andre are like more chill. Yeah, like they're very laid back.
Yeah.
Is what I noticed.
Yeah, like,
But,
they could basically be one character morphed together because both of them don't really have a personality outside of I like music and I don't like my girlfriend.
Yeah, like I guess Beck was like, oh, I'm supposed to be like an actor, but we don't see that much from what I remember.
Yeah.
There's a lot more scenes where like a plot gets solved because like Tori or even Trina, who's not in this episode.
Yeah.
But like where Trina like becomes an actor, like is acting to get out of like a problem. And you would think that since Beck is the resident actor, he would be the one to do those things more, but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that's what Wikipedia says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like you said, there's episodes where like Trina or whatever they'll act or whatever to get out of the problems.
they'll do their acting to like.
But like it's implied that like in some episodes that Beck is actually like a decent actor and he is like
he can get legit roles even now. So like before to conclude fashion fit review, fashion talk. I wanted to talk about Robbie and how he's the king of the cardigan. I don't know if you guys noticed that. He is the absolute cardigan master. At least in season 1, they put him in a lot of cardigans and like really, it actually does give off Grandma Core the way that they like the knitwear that he has.
Cardigan King with 2 C's.
And then he always has like these really gaudy like Walmart graphic tees.
Yeah.
Like we've transitioned from like the 2000s graphic tees into like the 2010s like I can has cheeseburger vibe like t-shirts. Yeah, did I just unearth something gross?
Something
gross.
that I like buried. Like
we see
mustaches.
that we see that transition from season 1 to season 2, that like kind of like we're entering more 2010s fashion. We're kind of leaving the 2000s fashion behind. Like we do see a graphic tee with that ugly blue graphic tee that Tori wears, but like we're like, we're transitioning out. Yes. We're starting anew, and we see that
we're going into Tumblr fashion.
Yeah, we see that with Robbie's nerd core that he's consistently in with his skinny jeans, and they always make fun of the fact that he wears girl pants because they're skinny jeans.
Girl pants.
Listen.
If you like skinny jeans, wear skinny jeans.
It's hard to find skinny jeans in the men's section. That's just a fact. Who cares? Put your skinny jeans on. There's a little bit of like emo. He actually does kind of have like that like 2000s like MySpace emo look to him.
Yeah.
Because skinny jeans were
the thing. So like his skinny jeans and his Converse like really kind of give that vibe.
Yeah.
I like the kind of like more alternative fashion that all the characters wear, just because they're supposed to be like cool.
They're like kind of going through it at the same time.
They're trade school kids. They're not public school really.
Yeah,
they're supposed to be like the cool kids. Like they're like on the cutting edge of fashion and like so like, of course they go
to this like special performing art school.
Yeah, so they kind of have like a more like they're a little more like edgy with their fashion.
It's like the videos of seeing like, oh, I go to a fashion school. Let's like film random people's outfits.
At least that was the vibe for season 1. I think by season 2 there was a huge vibe shift, which we already talked about in previous episodes. Yeah. Is that it for the
fashion talk?
For a fashion fit review? Are we done with fit review?
I think so.
Okay, we're done with fit review. Fit review.
I can't snap with both fingers.
It's okay. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you want to mention? We've talked about the episode quite a lot. We've said things.
Yeah. We've said things about some stuff.
What Robbie ended up turning to at the end.
Oh yeah. We didn't touch on the conclusion as much.
Yeah.
That's a really weird conclusion, I think.
Yeah, they decided to blackmail him, and that gets him to stop.
So he just drops it, but then he starts talking. They do like a low-fat recipes thing, and apparently everyone's vibing with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Since this show is episodic or whatever, like it doesn't matter in the long run.
I mean, it kind of reminds me, like whenever quarantine like originally started, my school was like doing like on their account like stories of like students like making like recipes to like share around.
Yeah, I remember that. Like in the beginning, they were trying to do like weekly like fun things to like keep morale up.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, today is fun fashion day. Like you don't have to wear your school uniform.
Yeah.
Just wear like your favorite Marvel character. Like dress up. And post photos. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, my school is just like, oh, like if you have any recipes you want to share with people, like you could have access to the account and post to our stories of you making this if you want. Like,
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So it kind of gives off that energy, but they're not in a panini, so.
Yeah.
They're not in a panorama.
It was just. I don't know. I remember, especially as a kid, I was just like, what is this bullshit?
What is this?
Yeah, it was just really weird. I was like, this is not a proper conclusion.
Yeah.
Like, if even as a dumb 10-year-old, I was sensing it, you know,
Yeah.
then maybe there was some room for improvement.
Yeah.
You know, but this is still like a great episode.
Yeah.
And
Like,
then
it's so fun, and all the characters are involved.
Yeah. I
Yes.
feel like Robbie and Kat are the ones with like the bigger like plot resolutions.
Yeah, these are Kat and Robbie centered episodes.
Yeah,
which, you know
because
what?
Kat,
Since
like,
those are my favorite characters, maybe that's why I like the episode so
Yeah.
much.
and like
Yeah.
here's the thing, like as a kid I thought Kat's ending was funny, like she has another one.
Yeah, that's what I thought
But
too.
it's
then
so
it's, like,
depressing.
yeah.
Like now I'm just like, yeah, except this was like drugs.
Yeah, it's really depressing.
That is so not tight.
Yeah.
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 Because it's like they literally it's like staged an intervention with her.
Yeah.
And then
And then
like,
she's secretly dosing on the side.
Yeah, she
and
has,
got
like-
a coke boyfriend
she
just
has
keeps
her
supplying
stash.
her.
Yeah.
she found like another dealer.
Yeah, so St. John, the
Yeah.
enabler.
She's like, you have a credit card? He's like, yes. She's like, why don't you call me sometime? He's like, okay, I'll go buy a phone.
Like,
I was
how do you have
huh?
a credit card but not a phone? Like, I don't even
Exactly.
have a credit card. I have
Yeah.
a debit card.
Yeah, like, and the numbers to your credit card or your debit card are...
No.
Okay.
Your mom.
Well, I was at least try. At least had to
One.
attempt. Can you give me the little numbers on the back, please?
And your mother's maiden name?
I
the
just
name of your first pet?
I just start speaking Simlish.
Last Ruby knew. Oh, I want that to be a sound clip.
So.
Last Ruby knew. Yeah, I want that's last Friday night, but in Simlish.
I can't believe they tried to stick in 2 addiction plots in this.
Yeah.
I know.
One of them
it was
wasn't even
just-
addicted.
I know one of them was pinning it on the token black character.
Yeah.
It is not cool at all. Sorry, I was trying to find a clip
That's
that I
so
could
not
possibly
tight.
play.
Like you're filming someone who actually does have an addiction.
Speaking of that, I remembered, because of course it's one of the white people pinning it against
Yeah.
the token black character. Like, at one point in the episode, 3 students come up to Andre at their lunch table and they give him an industrial-sized ketchup, and it's 3 white students. To the
That is so not tight.
yeah, it's 3
Yeah.
white students to the one black
it's not
the one
cool.
black main character. Like, hello?
It's not cool.
Yeah.
It was so not cool.
So not cool.
So not tight.
That joke never gets a laugh.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna abuse this soundboard.
As you should.
I adore it. So my thing about the show is that sometimes the characters will just act how they need to for the show, like, you know, just to like make the plot go along, you know, do what they
Yeah.
want to do.
This is so stupid. Your character wouldn't say that.
Of course, I brought that up just to use that audio bite.
Yeah.
But I actually agree with that. Especially
Yeah.
the characters of Andre and Beck, like they're just kind of like they have character quirks that need to exist like for that episode, either for a joke they want to tell
Yeah.
or for like a conclusion to be made.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
not, their baseline is laid back, who is like actor path, and then laid back, who is music path.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
just like a little bit frustrating, but like whatever.
Whatever.
I guess I'll deal with it.
That is so not tight.
I
There were
love
just
this.
there were so many things in the episode that are
Yeah.
like kind of controversial.
There's a lot of
That's what I-
controversial stuff in this show.
Because Nick is just more of that edgy channel.
Yeah, especially compared to like other stations. It's like they
Yeah.
had a lot more like edgy stuff going on. Like even SpongeBob was like
Yeah.
a little bit more cutting edge for like cartoons, you know.
Yeah.
And the things like they would randomly just be like the most disgusting drawing you've ever seen for
Yeah.
like 3 seconds and then go away.
Compared to like Cartoon Network, like cartoons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in other
Steven
channels, other
Universe.
stations.
Yeah.
It was just very interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
So any final thoughts? Who wants to go first? You go first.
There was a lot of controversy, so
As
that's
always for this show.
yeah, that's my ick with this
Ick.
episode. Other than that, I like it. I like the show in general. It's really fun and quirky. I like the characters. I think Kat is my
The
favorite.
characters are so good.
Like I
Yeah.
like
That's the core of the show.
yeah.
Is the comedy, with the camaraderie.
Like
Yeah.
their dynamics are just so good together.
They have good dynamics, and it's a shame that they don't use or differentiate Andre and Beck.
Yeah, because those are like the nicest characters to have on screen because they're not shouting at each other every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Well,
Except
except for a couple of them.
they're the most chill.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking of the other characters. Sorry.
Anyways.
But other than that, I like this episode because of the Robarazzi. Reminds me of me and my friends.
Yes, us being just bullies of the century.
Yeah. High school.
Robarazzi, starring Robbie Shapiro.
We should be gamers, guys.
Okay.
What's your rating?
Yeah.
What's your rating?
I'm gonna give this one a 3 out of 5. Industrial size ketchup bottles.
Awesome. You go next.
I don't know. I like this show. It's been a while since I've seen any episodes from it, except for the
previous times, that we've talked about.
Yeah, and then the ones with the karaoke, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
great. That's
that
my
one.
favorite
That's
episode.
a great.
That's a 5 out of 5. Spoiler alert.
Well,
5 out of 5. Right
that's gonna
there.
be our first 5 out of 5.
Oh, it's
Anyways,
so good.
that one's like
Stop
one
listening.
of my.
No spoilers.
Yeah, Gary Craig.
Craig.
Oh, yeah. I miss Craig. 2 weeks really does a toll on you.
I know.
Anyways, I do like. That's why I think I liked Nick as a kid. Is that they tried to go a little more edgy than some things, and I was like, oh, I feel like a big kid watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It did feel really cool to watch these characters like traipse around high school when you were still like a young kid and being like,
Yeah,
oh,
when-
my high school's like
yeah,
that.
when I was like
And
in
then you
4th
get-
grade.
Yeah.
And then you become disappointed because it's not
Yeah.
like
You
that.
become jaded with the world.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, I love Jade and Kat, girlfriends. No.
They're
Absolutely.
my faves.
And then, anyways, my rating is probably 3.5 out of 5 ugly cowboy Ugg boots.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. My rating, I love this episode. I feel like I kind of forget about it sometimes, which is weird because I love it so much. I feel like other episodes in season 1, I like notice more in my brain, but season 1 is honestly such a good season of television in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like every episode hits different, except for the one where Tori steals Kat's boyfriend. That one can go fucking die because I hate it.
It's so bad.
You guys remember?
I remember that one.
Yeah, that episode's awful. I hate that episode. Except for when Kat punches Tori in the face. That's funny.
You want to know what episode for some reason sticks out to me in my mind? The one where Trina gets her wisdom.
Yes, that's the same. That's the
Yeah.
one, the karaoke one. Same episode.
Oh, it is.
That's why it's a 2-parter because they got so many plot lines going
Yeah.
on.
They have
But-
so many.
So,
A, B,
okay,
C,
yeah,
D.
sorry. Anyways,
But
or the fish thing. Sorry.
oh,
Yeah.
I hate the fish thing. That's the Kat steals. That was the Tori steals Kat's boyfriend
Really?
episode.
Oh.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Look at us.
I remember the fish plotline, but not the boyfriend
Yeah.
plotline.
Well, that one was more noticeable for nefarious reasons.
Yeah.
Ugh. So I really like this episode because I like the gang. I like when they're all involved in the plot because they all get down and dirty in it.
Oh god.
Sausage fingers.
Sorry, I really wanted to play the sausage fingers
That's
clip.
fine.
So to rate this episode, I don't want to rate it 4 out of 5 because I feel like that's too high. But like, also, I'm kind of feeling 4 out of 5, guys.
Oh my gosh.
This is the first 4 out of 5.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna give this episode 4 out of 5 low-fat blueberry muffin recipes.
BB muffins.
BB muffins. Wait till you try them. No, you try them. I should have gotten that as a clip. Oh well.
Ja.
Anyways, thank you for watching listening. Thank you for listening and watching. Oh. Thank you for listening and watching the Vampy Wampy Campy Podcast. Make sure to put out your fire.
If not, Smokey the Bear's gonna come Robarazzi up your house.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
You didn't know they had that?
No.
We hadn't played that one yet?
No, I was
Wow.
wondering. I was gonna ask you which one is Five Nights.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
That was the first one I made, actually.
I'm so happy.
The bite of 87.
Was that the bite of 87?
Can that be an audio clip?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. As the
Okay,
resident
do the outro,
Markiplier
I'll
stan.
Do the outro.
Was that the bite of 87?
Yeah. Perfect. That's all, folks. Do the
Unpitched
your tent and
fire, sit on
follow us. Leave us your quampies for us to ampy.
it. Don't forget to lampy and subscrampy.
Yes. Thanks.
Thanks.
Late.
Ja, ja, ja,
Ja,
ja.
ja, ja, ja.
Get the.
Perfect.
Perfect.